Going live.
Like,
Going live.
here. Took a week off for the holiday. Happy late 4th of July to everybody. But we back to regular action. Uh, I seen the what is it? What should I call it? The studio in progress over this break. So it's looking like we're gonna have something real soon in person. It's looking promising. Deal when what should I say? Basquiat, Picasso. Channeled his inner Picasso for the decoration. Look like I don't know who inspires you as an artist.
I don't know any. I honestly don't know any artists, bro. So I don't have any inspiration.
You just be watching or just be painting shit.
Yeah, that's that, bro. If you notice, like, wait 1 second. I was trying to share on Facebook. Now I've been painting a lot lately. I think I go through trends and shit. Like, first I was doing portrait, and I was trying to do a lot of realism, and then I was doing body pictures for a while too. If you remember that.
Yeah, I recall.
I painted a few asses.
Yeah.
And bodies, not on freaky shit. I guess kind of freaky, but like not like sexually. And then I was doing a lot of abstract shit, and then I tried to do like more realism with like outdoorsy shit for a while, and now I'm more into like whatever fucking pops in my head. I'm working on a big one now, pause. That's behind me, but like these shits is taking forever to do. That's the only shit I lose track of time. Like the shit behind me, I started doing like because I redid my living room, so now it's white and black. And like a lot of my shit, like my artwork, I had to redo all my artwork and shit.
Yeah,
because it didn't fit. Like my house felt old, I didn't like it, so I've been updating some shit. But anyway, I had this giant, like probably like fucking 4 foot by 3 foot picture that I had forever. And I started updating, and then I just painted over it with white and started over. So I was working on that shit. I'm probably like 6-7 hours in on that bitch now.
Damn.
And it's completely different than what I thought it was gonna be. That's the shit. I just be starting to do shit, and I'm like, I don't like this shit. So I start painting over a little bit here, and then doing a little bit here, and then I'm like, oh shit, like, yeah, I don't know. That shit is fun. Painting is funny. The garage shit turned out good though.
Yeah, very colorful.
The garage shit turned out good. I gotta start putting in the flooring tiles and shit, and then I gotta see once I do that how I'm gonna do the ceiling area. But yeah, it's coming along. Hopefully I'll have it done in like a month.
Yeah,
it took me a while to start, but now it's coming along. My house is almost done, I think. I still got some shit to do, but it's almost ready to start.
What you get into over the 2-week break?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that shit. Every day feel the same, bro. I don't fucking I know I be doing shit. I definitely be doing shit. Yeah. I was just thinking about that shit today. I'm like, I do stuff. Like it's not like I'll be in the house that much.
Yeah.
What the fuck do I be doing? I don't know anymore. I really don't know. I just shit just drags. Shit drags. I'm sure I golfed. Definitely golfed. Definitely golfed. I feel like I bounced around a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I was nothing crazy.
It is what it is. Yeah, I did not the same, but I was pretty busy the past 2 weeks. Obviously, 4th of July. I went to 2 places. Was supposed to go.
You know what I did? I got fucking hustled. That's what I did, dog. I went to my friend's house. He tried to tell me to play this baseball game, and then he had his controller.
Oh shit! He still came over the crib.
He had his motherfucking controller on rookie, while I had my shit on Hall of Fame. We both hitting the ball. This shit says good contact. My shit is base outs. His shit is home runs. That don't make no fucking sense. I got the Phillies, dog. There's 7 fucking people on the joint that have 99 power, and yet I can't get a home run. That shit don't make no sense.
Mind you, we switched controllers, and the score from that point, I beat him.
No, that never happened. That's cap. Yeah. That's cap. And I've been golfing a lot in this hot ass weather, and that shit is dumb. I keep doing that shit. I'm gonna stop liking golf.
Yeah, I don't know how you doing that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop liking that shit. I was talking to one of my brothers, talking to Big Dog, and he was like, "Bro, I just don't like being outside doing that shit when it's hot." And at first, I was like, "You bitching?" I golfed like 3 times in 90+ degree weather. I don't
Mhm.
like that shit. It
Yeah, that's too
sucks.
fucking hot.
I feel drained the next day. I want, nah, that shit's whack. And then I was supposed to go to the beach. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go to the beach 4th, right? I'm looking at hotels and shit. So
Yeah.
and so I'm like, yeah, fuck it. So what's it called? And then I motherfucking found out I was down like 2 grand in toll money. I was like, let me sit the fuck down. Them tolls is crazy, bro.
Fuck that.
Them
Fuck that.
tolls is crazy, bro. I shouldn't even have paid them for real. I don't know why I did. I don't know why I paid them.
They just put a new speed camera on 95 too.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Look,
They
I
bugging.
don't speed, so I don't know how I had so much
Right.
tolls and shit. But I was talking to them, and they're like, "Well, we don't send it to collections, and or we don't send it to your credit, and we don't hold your registration." So they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, I don't even understand the point of
Paying
doing
it? Yeah, I don't know either. The only reason I paid the Pennsylvania one was because they said if you get into a certain amount, I had like 1,300 in PA. It was like we'll go into toll enforcement and then we'll pull your registration. But he was like, I don't know why they haven't done it yet, but I think they haven't done it yet because my car's registered in Delaware. Delaware doesn't do that shit.
I don't know why they haven't done it yet. It's crazy. Don't tell
Yeah,
me.
bro, I was 13 in PA. They dropped that shit down to 550. Paid that shit, and then Delaware I was like 12 in. They dropped that shit down to 6.
That's bullshit.
I didn't even know. Look, I'm dumb though, so I was like, I'm trying to charm the motherfuckers, but I'm not arguing with them because it was really my fault.
Nah, dog. You got to keep the blame on them.
It was my fault, but like I was charming it like I was dumb. I was dumb. I was dumb because my car was registered to a different address that I lived in 8 years ago. I never changed the registration because I had a fucking 6-year tag. Because back in the day, if your car was 8 years or newer, you could just auto renew your registration every year.
Mm.
You wouldn't have to go for inspection. So I'm just doing that shit every year, not thinking about you had to do a change of address. So every toll I've had for the last 7 years is going to an address I haven't lived at in forever. So next thing you know, you fucking paying fucking a lot of money, and your July 4th is fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. The beach or tolls. That's fucked up. It's fucked up. You had to decide like that.
It was a tough choice to have, and the only reason I didn't do both is because you came over last weekend. I was like, yeah, I've been spending way too much money, and I was like, yeah, I've been spending way too much fucking money, and we talked about it for 45 minutes, and I was like, if I cut this fucking check for these tolls and then go spend 600 at the beach, like what am I doing?
Conversation.
What am I doing here? Yo?
Yeah.
Fucking a day later.
What else I do? We renewed the Loud party. That was cool.
Oh yeah, I had a blast with that. That was really fun.
Yeah, did that.
Yeah, it was too late, but did have fun.
Yeah, it was too late.
Yeah, we stayed too late. It was too. I'm getting too old for
that. I guess.
Yeah.
He didn't have a problem playing video games till the same time, so I don't.
Oh yeah, that was the weekend, bro. It was a little different. Honestly, I don't know when it happened. The last like 3 weeks, I've been staying up late as shit again. So I'll be up. I'm usually up to like 1 anyway.
But yeah, 4th of July, I went to 2 places. It's always interesting debates. I'll get into a debate about damn near anything if I got a little information or care about it just a little bit. Like I said, hung out with the homies. Went to another 4th of July shit on the fucking weekend on a Saturday. That was, yeah, just like you said with golf, just being outside during the daytime in general is just not the look right now. I don't know what the fuck is happening with the weather. Yeah, that shit ain't the look.
Nobody just asked me to come over on this Saturday for a joint. I'm like, I'm not outside in this shit unless I need a pool again.
Yeah.
I need a pool again.
That's what's necessary. They did have a pool on Saturday. I did put the baby in the pool. I got my legs wet, but that's the extent I went.
What a nice baby.
Yeah.
Such a good baby.
Yeah. The coolest guy in the world.
Yes.
The fuck else I do? Oh, finish Your Honor finally.
Yes.
I don't see how there wasn't a third season, but all right. I want to know what happens to what's his name, Jimmy Baxter. The
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker opened his eyes at the end. All right, can we get some closure with this shit? But
Yes, it's over.
that was cool. Presume Innocent dropped last night. I don't know if you in on that. That shit's fire on Apple. But yeah, other than that, man, I ain't do shit. I'm
I
supposed to
watched
go.
the first 2 episodes, but I told you I read the plot of the movie, which I was salty today because this movie called Long Legs is supposed to be the scariest movie ever. Came out, and I was googling this out to see if the plot was out. It's not out yet, so I was a little salty about that shit.
So you're not gonna watch the show on Apple?
No, I'm gonna watch it once. If you want to talk about binge watching, I'm gonna watch it when it's over. I watch almost everything, and I watch none of it.
Yeah.
Because I work from home, so I'm doing work on my computer, and it's on in the background. I look at I'm 3-4 episodes in on the receiver shit. I could only tell you like 3 or 4 things that happen.
Yeah, I'm 2 in on that. That shit's good to me.
Yeah, that shit is good.
Yeah, definitely more entertaining than last season.
I will say, like, George Kittle, I was like, he's a fucking cornball. The first episode, now 3 or 4 episodes, I'm like, well, he's just being himself, likable guy.
I'm about to say, I wasn't mad at George Kittle. I wasn't mad.
Likable guy,
He just seemed like a rowdy ass guy.
I like Debo way more than I thought I would, and Devontae's coming off really good in this series.
Yeah, he's real. Opposite of what I thought.
Yeah, Devontae's coming off really good.
And it's funny seeing Justin Jefferson, just a young kid. Like, you could look at the furniture in his house and just be like, I don't.
100%. Now they're all going through like, here's my wife, my 2 kids. I got 3 daughters. Yeah.
And then they like, I just watch film, eat candy.
I'm just a kid. Y'all got mad candy in the crib.
Only thing I do is spend my money on jewelry, but other than that,
I don't really spend my money like that. So if I spend it, it's gotta be something I like, and then it's 8 Cuban,
8,000 chains and shit,
diamond encrusted.
Yeah,
that shit is funny. You almost forget that they started the gritty and shit. Now that shit's just like a worldwide phenomenon.
Took over everything.
Funniest thing you'll ever see is Brandon Witt doing the gritty after he hits a birdie in golf. That shit is fucking hilarious.
I see that. I ain't seen that.
Every time that shit is
he ain't hit a birdie when I've been out there yet.
That shit is hilarious.
I gotta see that shit. I gotta see that shit.
It's one of my favorite things, bro. That shit's really like that shit is a break glass in case of emergency for me. That's instant happy, dog. That shit's funny.
We did miss a lot of shit. I don't know. I like our point of views better than everybody else's. So if it's regurgitated, who gives a fuck? Our shit's better. Shout out to views. We did.
One thing I love, it's hearing myself talk.
We ain't talk about it last episode, but the debate happened. Biden and Trump. Pretty much everything we predicted. A fucking disgusting comedy show that proves we ain't in the best space as a country for leadership. I don't know what the fuck is going on. A bunch of lies and bullshit from Trump and funny jokes from Trump.
Yeah.
And a very, very, very old Joe Biden that couldn't seem to keep his train of thought going.
Yeah. That's a good breakdown.
Yeah. But the backlash comes from a lot of Democrats, even some Republicans, saying, why is Biden in the race? Should he step down? Blah, blah, blah. All that shit sound good until you're like, all right, so who's going to be the candidate, though?
I'm going to hop around here because there's just a lot. We skipped last week. It just so happened. So I forgot a lot of shit happened, and I'm just thinking about it because I was painting my garage and shit, listening to the debates, and then I've been following it. Like, I'm trying to keep in touch because I know that, what was the shit, the 45, Rule 45, whatever the fuck it is, where if the Congress is completely taken over by Republicans or Republicans.
Project 2025.
Okay, there it is. So I know people are pressing Trump about it, and he said that he doesn't know what the fuck it is, and he doesn't agree with some of the shit that's on there. So he got hit for that a little bit. I saw one news report said that the most recent polling has saw if Kamala takes lead, that she beats him by 4 points in the polls. I Trump. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's true. I don't see it. And then I also saw, everybody takes different surveys and shit. So they surveyed 1,000 people random. That's a small sample size. And then they
Very
said
small.
a Kamala and Clinton ticket would beat him by 7 points. I have a really hard time believing that.
I do too. I mean, all the shit. Well, just let alone that Kamala's a fucking black lady. I don't see, I don't see her winning. Sadly, just off the strength of that. But then you add Clinton to it. She already lost to the dude, so why are we going to do that again? And granted, you can say the same thing like Trump already lost to Biden, but
didn't Hillary win she won the popular vote the first time, right? When she lost?
Yeah, she won the popular vote, lost.
I guess you swing some people with Kamala. This shit. They're both women. One's a black woman. One's an older white woman. I don't see that happening, and I don't I don't have any problems with either one of them. I don't think they come off as likable, either one of them. So I just don't see them winning.
That's the fucked up part to me is I don't need my leader to be likable. I just need him to be able to fucking lead without me having to question the shit. And
fair enough.
Vito too. That's like, all right, y'all cognizant of what the fuck is going on. Kamala's probably very much younger than those two, Biden and Hillary. So she probably got her pulse on a little bit more what the fuck is going on than them. It doesn't seem like she's in her own bubble, but right now it just seems like she's just riding the fucking train, just going with the flow, which is again not what I want from a fucking leader that's gonna lead the country.
Yeah, fair enough. And I don't think you necessarily have to be likable to be a good leader. But if you're gonna be a black lady or a woman in general to win over the majority of the country, you have to be a likable leader. I think about that shit now a lot as an adult. I honestly don't know how Obama was elected in the country. I'm surprised he got that off being a black fella leading America, especially how exposed it is now to how divided it is and how a lot of people feel. But if he wasn't likable and so charismatic, there's not a shot in the world he gets elected.
Yeah.
Like he got elected because a lot of his charm and his like wholesome image, family man, like crack some jokes, this motherfucker hoops, like he has like a little like everyday person kind of thing. Like you could see that motherfucker in the barbershop and dap him up. You could see him at a cookout and talk to him. You feel me? Like it's not somebody you wouldn't want to run into. To whereas Hillary or Kamala, like they remind me of like people from high school. I see at the mall where I'm like, hi, but you try to scurry off. You don't really want to like talk to them.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that maybe with Hillary. Kamala's a little more personable.
Kamala's got an awful approval rating. She's always had an awful approval rating. She leans a lot more conservative than she does Democrat, which would make sense if she's a guy. It would make sense if she was a guy. It doesn't work for women, and for whatever reason, all the surveys and polls show is women have trouble supporting women and voting.
I mean, you see that with everything. We talk about the WNBA. We talk about women's sports in general.
Policy-wise, I'd probably agree more with that. And I mean, they're probably more centered than I would like. But
yeah,
I would think they would do a better job. Do I think it's realistic? No. But back to the debate, and hopefully it is. Like I was telling my buddies, like Buttigieg doesn't seem bad to me. But is America ready for a gay fella? I doubt it. And he's like the best of all worlds. This is a white fella that's gay. So he's got the LGBTQ minority
he's thing. The gay that you give off and like, oh, he gay. He's just gay.
He's a military vet that served active duty.
Yeah.
So like, I when I listen to him talking shit, I'm like, yeah, he could be a good president. I hate to say it, he probably should have stayed in the closet. And he would have been the candidate by now.
That's definitely possible. As fucked up as it is, like you said, that's definitely possible.
He probably would have been the leading candidate by now if he would have just stayed in the closet. But yeah, the debate was cool. I thought it was interesting. I thought Biden probably did a little bit better job than I thought he would. But even with that, like my expectations were like him to be dead.
Yeah.
On the John. And he wasn't necessarily dead, but like this shit is like a lot of people lean in and they say, well, he's got a stutter and this. Like his difference in videos in the last 8 years, he always had a stutter.
Yeah.
Like this shit is like a delayed processing to where like it's hard for him to like talk almost, like really take shit in. And I know like a lot of the shit he believes in, and I've listened to the different podcasts and whatnot, breaking down what he does. So when I hear his like talking points and what he's trying to say, I know what he means. He's making good points. But if you're coming in it completely blind, you don't know what the fuck he's trying to say. You don't know what he means. You don't know what his plan of action is. He's not saying it concisely. It's hard to convince somebody that's right in the middle if this motherfucker's hard stumbling around sentences. And then the flip side of it is Trump's, not to me, but to his followers, a convincing liar.
Yeah, very, very convincing
He
liar.
just lies. He lies, he lies, he lies. None of the shit he says he ever follows up on. It's all fake. The motherfucker's a liar. He couldn't get a direct answer on the abortion shit. He wouldn't give it up. This motherfucker wouldn't give a direct answer on the election shit. Would he uphold the results of it? He's dodging all
that. Direct answer on January 6th.
He wouldn't give a direct answer on January 6th. He wouldn't talk about an action plan on how it would help minority groups in America. He would just say, oh, black people love me. Black jobs. The blacks love me, and the minorities are taking black jobs, which sounds fucking crazy to me, but I don't know if I'm a Midwest, like, American or white American that's not, like, doesn't have any diversity around them. Maybe they're like, yeah, you know, those fucking Brazilians and Mexicans are coming in and they're taking the low-level jobs from the black people. They should hate them. To me, it sounds mad offensive. But to his rally group, they're like, yeah, it's got a point.
I mean, even to people that don't support him, I mean, I've seen both sides of it. Probably more so like, what the fuck is a black job? But also on the other side, and take this with a grain of salt, but Dr. Umar was just on the Breakfast Club, and he was talking about how, they are taking quote-unquote black jobs, which I guess
Dr. Umar's a fucking loser. I don't like
the jobs that, I guess, he gave out a stat that 1 in 3 black people have a felony, which is an insane. Black men have a felony, which is an insane stat. But the jobs felons can typically get are low-level jobs, and those are the jobs that seem to be taken away by, I guess, immigrants.
Counter argument here. The right way to say this they're taking all the low requirement jobs, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we dealing with Trump, so he's gonna say.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, if you look at that and Trump goes, I'm gonna save you by giving you access to more low-level jobs, or you guys can keep those low-level jobs. I'll make sure that the illegal terrorist immigrants aren't gonna take them. And Biden's mumbling through the stats he can't even rifle off. What he's saying is, I'm giving more minority grants than anybody that's ever done it. I've been funding more HBCUs than anyone's ever done. I'm throwing more money into the black community to encourage ownership, entrepreneurship, all these different opportunities. That's where he should be saying, like, yo, this motherfucker is fighting to give you guys janitor jobs, and I'm trying to uplift all the minorities into the country into an equal playing field by boosting this area. But he can't even say that kind of shit because it takes him 5 fucking minutes to talk.
And I think shit like that, true or not, I think that goes against the Democrats, because why is that not things that are like, you need to say that shit with a fucking megaphone. I shouldn't have
PR shit is awful, bro. You know, I started finding out about this shit.
And read what 1,000-word article.
These motherfuckers is worried about doing
already busy as it is.
These motherfuckers is doing TikToks with Kendrick Lamar videos and shit, trying to be funny. They're trying to match the Trump shit. I wouldn't even have known any of those stats if I wasn't listening to a Drink Champs podcast 2 years ago with Shine on it.
Yeah,
that's how the fuck I first heard that shit. I was like, oh, is that true? Looked it up. Yeah. Oh shit, he's actually doing a lot. That's kind of crazy.
And even the community, like black, don't nobody know that shit. Oh, he's giving whatever ownership grants or whatever. Nobody knows that shit. And the people that do know that shit are probably not sharing that information. It's just shit that, and maybe it's a deliberate plan, maybe it's social media, maybe it's the whole quote unquote algorithm shit, and maybe we not listening to the right media. Maybe that's a part of it as well as black people, but that shit ain't known. If you can't champion your wins, as loud as you defending your losses.
It's just so many zingers on that debate where I'm like, you got to get this shit off. Like this motherfucker's saying this, bro. You're saying funny shit and you're not getting it off right. You're not saying, yo, you fired your whole staff. Everyone that's followed under you, you fired at least 7 or 8 times. Like the whole fucking people you surrounded for and your whole office for presidency has been removed and replaced, and now they're pieces of shit. What's the common factor here? You either have an extremely bad eye and judgment for talent and development, which is not a great quality of a leader, or you're a piece of shit, which is not a great quality of a leader. Like, why are we not drilling this in? You know, like, there's no other situation. Like, if the motherfucking star on the team every year shuffles out his teammates, every single person in the country is going to say, oh, he's a bad teammate. Oh, he's uncoachable. He's not a good leader. He's not getting the most out of his people. So I just don't see this shit. Like, I see Biden going like, yo, why wasn't Pence endorsing you?
Yeah.
Why? Like, what's and it, like he just can't get it off. And I think like the whole narrative around Biden being too old, which I agree with, and I've said a million times, if I don't trust you to drive me in an Uber, I don't trust you to fucking run the country.
Right.
But like the whole narrative of him being too old, which is true, he is too old, but I think his team would run the country, not him. It's getting reinforced day by day.
Yeah, and the problem is even bigger is as far as the debate goes, if he was 30% sharper, it wouldn't even have been a close debate. Because like you said, he was trying to get off that he was as far as Mike Pence goes, he's not even supporting you now. If somebody was witty enough and had enough, I don't know, I guess focus in the moment, drill that shit home. Don't let that shit be a fly by night shit. Like, no, the motherfucker you just was with ain't fucking with you. Something wrong. Why? Yeah, it was just shit that he just let go, and it's like, dog, Trump is gonna laugh at everything you do, crack jokes on everything you do. He had the line of the night when Biden stumbled over his words and he goes, I don't know I don't even think he knows what he just said. He just out of it. Like, come on, yo. Come on. That's the loss right there.
I'd hate to say it, I'd rather have Hillary back. At least she could fire back. Like, she was firing back. She fired back. And it looked crazy because she was a woman, and a lot of the polls and shit showed that it seemed like she was an angry woman. Mm-hmm. So, like, there's a double standard there, but, like, we're so used to being entertained by politics now off these last 8 years that we expect entertainment. So Biden stumbling through saying realistic shit is not going to work.
And what you just said was probably the biggest problem. Is it's been so much entertainment the last 8 years. That's what we're looking for. Well, I'm sure there were some people, but majority of the people watching that debate weren't watching for political reasons. They were watching to be entertained.
I had that shit on
and that's what the fuck happened. I'm
painting the garage for 2 fucking hours, and I'm having a blast listening to it.
It's supposed to be one of the most serious decisions.
Both of them. I was like, because there's a lot on the plate here this coming year. There's a lot of shit going on. That project shit, that shit is real. You ever read that list? That shit is very interesting of how serious shit could get very quickly.
Yeah, they're not playing. They're not playing. They're trying to shut down everything, really.
So it's I don't know. We're still in a bad spot. I did love the golf mid-argument. I wish.
What are we talking about on the presidential debate stage, yo?
That shit is funny.
It was entertaining. It wasn't.
First of all, Trump's funny as shit because Trump is what, 78?
Yeah.
This shit is funny, bro. Trump says, "Yeah, I'm great right now. Like, I just won my club championship. Like, not the senior John, the regular shit." There's no fucking way in the world, bro.
He won that shit.
How hard golf is? Do you know how nice these country clubs are? I can tell you, these motherfuckers shoot par or under these country clubs. There's a couple of them, dog. These motherfuckers is damn near pro. You telling me he's shooting par or better? It's not fucking happening. Even with his handicap,
like a -6 handicap.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, dog. Like, these motherfuckers is crazy. And Biden says he's a 6 handicap. No, you're not.
Oh, it's Biden. Biden,
No,
yeah.
you're not a 6 handicap. You're shooting
Yeah.
70 fucking 8 out there? No, you're
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah.
not happening. But I did like Trump starts going in, yeah, I won this shit. And Biden, that's what I like about Biden is like his brain just doesn't work with his mouth anymore, yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like I get what he's trying to say, and this motherfucker just mumbles through it, and he goes, yeah, just like you 6 foot or 6'3", 200, right? Like,
yeah.
oh, this motherfucker body shaming on the debate.
Right.
That's
Going
crazy.
Going
You calling this motherfucker fat on the debate, dog. And then he fires back and says, you're fucking like, you're trash, buddy. You can't even hit his jaw. Like, you couldn't even hit a club. These
motherfuckers got into a bar debate on the.
This is the same debates I have with my buddies after each golf round. Yo, you mad short. Yo, you chubby. No, you shitty at golf. Well, you shitty at basketball. Yo, you pussy. Like, this is a presidential debate. It's not Patriots Glenn Beck. Like, this is wild. Like, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Yeah, we're in a bad spot. It is what it is. Doesn't fucking matter. You know, either way, whoever wins, I hate to say it, like, it's not going to affect me too much.
That's probably the only thing that I'm thinking about is the Project 2025 shit. And these people are like super adamant about it.
Oh, what? Like, they're going to outlaw abortions?
Like in the way, huh?
They're going to outlaw abortions? Like,
outlaw abortions, fire like 50,000 employees from, I believe, Congress or some shit like that.
You know what they're gonna do?
Down, shut down programs, shut down government programs. Basically like public transportation. And this is my interpretation of what I've read. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. But say they shut down public transportation. There's no DART. But that opens up the door for companies that have private fucking bus companies. So that makes more money in the country. But it's like, all right, so what happens to all the fucking government workers or state workers that do these jobs? Mm-hmm. Basically shutting down state jobs, making independent businesses. So it's like you see what they're trying to do, but it's like, why are we fucking up a whole infrastructure that was built to...
I can tell you what it's gonna do. It's gonna make life better for this is the other shit too. It's like it's not gonna make it better for the poor whites.
No. That's the part that annoys me the most about Trump supporters.
It's not gonna make it better for the poor whites.
Neighborhood, I'm like, okay, I understand. You might got some taxes you need cut.
You might cut my taxes down a little bit. Like you're like
but this. When I go see neighborhoods and it's like, all right, yo, do you know what you rooting for? Like, you rooting against yourself. You know that, right? Like, these people want to stop government funding to low-income houses. And if you have that in your family's dependent on I don't even know if it's still WIC, but a WIC check to get food, this is what you voting against? All right, more power to you, dog. You just lost in the sauce for real.
I just don't understand what the fuck is going on anymore. It doesn't matter, but it honestly does really fucking matter for a lot of people. Like there's a lot that's going on. But who fucking knows anymore?
Yeah, we could stay there all day.
We really could. I was trying to see the list because I saw it the other day, and I was like, all right, what's this
Project
list?
2025 list?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's see if we could pull that shit up. Well, yeah, I mean, it's honestly frightening the people that rely on, I guess, the government for the basic things. As far as a job, funding, yeah, it could get spooky out here. I doubt all that shit goes through, but again, Trump would have the power to do damn near whatever he wants.
Allows employers to stop paying workers for overtime, cut Social Security and Medicare, reinstate student loans, raise taxes on middle class through tariffs while cutting taxes on billionaires, raises prescription drugs. What that just means it's going to take out the prescription drug plan that Biden took down, which he had another good point on. Bans on abortion, birth control. It's a few different things, man. It's a lot.
It's a long laundry list.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It really is a lot. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I wish. Never mind.
We can make it a little lighter. Rick Ross went to Canada.
That's still violence. This man's going through something and you're going to say lighter. That's crazy. Yeah. Also, that just reminds me on a random thought kind of thing. Middle of the Summer by Meek Mill is just an all-time classic song.
Great song, man.
It was just an amazing song.
And it really made sense for the time.
I was making a golf playlist, and I put that shit on, and then I was listening to it in the car and shit. At the middle of summer, I'm like, this is a great song.
Yeah,
fire song. Yeah. Rick Ross tried to puff his chest out a little bit too much, and I think he was in like Vancouver, which is the opposite side of Canada, so he must have thought shit was sweet. I don't know why everybody thinks everywhere is sweet. There's nowhere that's really sweet,
Yeah, or you find out the hard way.
There's nowhere in the world where it's sweet if you're outnumbered.
Shit, I can't remember if it was 50 Cent or Rick Ross bus that got either shot at or robbed when they came to Delaware. I think it was Ross, though.
I remember that happening, and I don't remember if it was Ross's bus or not. But yeah, I feel like it got shot. Shit's not sweet. So anyway, Ross's DJ's playing Not Like Us. Apparently this Hell's Angel motherfucker walks up to him with his little squad of fellas, and they tell him to turn that shit off, and Rick Ross tells him no, and he says, turn that shit off, it's disrespectful. At that point, to me, I'm just walking away if I'm Ross and the crew.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, have a blast. Let that shit play. We about to leave anyway. Rock out. But I guess they say no, pretty much. What you gonna do about it? And dude punches him in the face. And Rick Ross gets out of there. And his security ends up getting fucked up. His friends end up getting fucked up. One of them gets knocked out. And our man, Sam Sneak, he gets beat up. I don't know what the fuck Sam Sneak was doing. I called Joe and said, I never seen a motherfucker with a worse strategy in a group fight. Worse strategy. This motherfucker has
a book bag. Is crazy.
He's got a giant wool hat on, a book bag, and he's holding a bottle with two hands swinging it at people. Yeah. Why are you using both your hands? You are drawing. You are outnumbered by a lot. The last thing you should do is use both your hands. I remember we was getting jumped one time and motherfucking Cakes went. The first thing he did was go for a tackle. I'm like, why the fuck are you going for a tackle, bro?
Yeah, you about to get stomped out, bro.
Why are you going for a tackle? That's the worst strategy. We need to stand back to back on some rush hour shit. I don't know what the fuck Sam Sneak was doing, but he ends up getting punched on. Looks bad. And then Rick Ross posted a video laughing and shit, and then posted John like, I didn't really get hit. I got a John thrown at me, blah, blah. It's on video that a bunch of people got beat up, bro. I don't laugh. Don't fuck around and joke if I just got embarrassed. If I'm Sam Sneak, I've been your DJ for 15 years, and I got an embarrassing video of me getting punched on, you giggling about it. That's solid. What are you doing, bro?
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like they took it lightly. Like, all right, y'all got us. Cool. I mean, Ross a funny dude, so he's laughing about it. They on the jet on the way back. Sam Sneak is sitting there laughing about it. It's just like, all right, that's okay. But I mean, now it's all coming back because we was going to originally do an episode last week, but then we scrapped it. But I remember my thought coming into the episode was, granted, it probably wasn't Drake calling shots on that, which he made it kind of seem like after the fact, which was like, all right, dog. But in my head, the way my mind was working, I was like, that's opening a dangerous fucking door, dog. Like, okay, y'all got the rap battle. Mind you, the biggest battle wasn't between you and fucking Ross. Like, y'all, he had a song, you had some bars for him, cool. But let's not make it to where motherfuckers can't travel. Because if it get like that, it could get ugly for every side. And even, I was thinking about this too, probably earlier this week, listening to They Not Like Us Again, or probably when the video dropped.
Good video.
Oh, when Kendrick said They Not Like Us. Oh, you said good video. But when Kendrick said, you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pop? I think that Oakland show gonna be your last stop. That's like your homeboy gassing you, like, yo, you gonna let that motherfucker say that shit about you?
That's crazy.
That's gassing. So
That's
it's like,
crazy.
yo, I better touch his ass when he come out here. Pause. So start Drake being the one, and again, Drake probably didn't call no shots in that situation. That was probably some Canadian shit. But shit like that is what people try to avoid when it comes to rap beef as far as big artists. When it's like, all right, this shit just rap, let's keep it like that. But once if Ross took it a certain way, it could get ugly.
It's like I don't blame the Canadians and shit for beating him up. That's what you should do. You know, like that's what you should do. If a motherfucker playing, how you think if because it's not like it was a stadium or some shit, bro. That shit look like an outside bar.
Toronto.
They only have one rap star, bro. It's universal. It's not like our shit. It's not like our shit. That's what motherfuckers don't get. Like, if it was multiple rappers and Drake didn't represent the whole country as a whole, like, motherfuckers not going out there saying, fuck Justin Bieber. Shit ain't sweet. Fuck you mean?
Man.
Like, they got one star.
You know what I'm saying? That's an opening in for the fan. And again, it's fans. It don't even be the rappers. It's the fans. Y'all doing dumb shit to get y'all, the guy you thinking that you rocking for, y'all put him in a worse position.
They looking at this shit like you motherfuckers think Canada's sweet. You think Canada's sweet? You about to come to this outside ass bar with 4 security guards and say fuck us. That's what you about to do? Say fuck us? I couldn't imagine.
Canada.
I couldn't imagine if motherfucking when Drake and Meek was beefing, if Drake went to a fucking Fat Tuesdays and set up shop in front of that bitch and started playing back to back. Like, hey, you can't do that shit unless you had a huge venue where there's barriers in front of you.
Granted, it's the game, but Game went to fucking Max's. He might have been out there for 5 seconds, but he didn't announce
it. He wasn't having a concert with flyers. And motherfuckers didn't know he was gonna be there. He wasn't playing the pest control disc out there. He wasn't rapping that shit in front of a bunch of Philly ass people. Because how would that have ended, bro?
It probably would have ended bad, but that's my point. Like, you could do shit like that and keep it the fuck moving. And I get people trying to prove a point as fans, like, oh, like super fanned out motherfuckers, I'll say.
What you think Ross was trying to prove by playing that shit?
This is that. I don't know what you think. I would say
some ego shit. That's some ego shit, bro. I'm in Canada. I'm playing a disc that's calling you a pedophile. Not only calling you a pedophile, it's talking about Baca, your fucking Canada top goon. The fucking whole little squad over there. We call it the whole song's calling y'all pussy and creepy. And I'm in Canada. I'm playing that shit. That's my ego. Because what happens if they don't beat him up? Now he's on live like, yeah, this shit rocking out in Canada, bro.
Well, I'm not out of the question of thinking Drake can do a show in California. He probably can.
He can do a large venue in California.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
he could do also, the same shit he did in Philly when they were.
He could play his disses. Now,
at the large
the bus might be a little tricky, but I feel like he'll be able to get there.
It's a difference between traveling with 4 security and traveling with 10 cop escorts.
Yeah.
It's a different. When that motherfuckers was doing that show in Philly, they had fucking 15 cops guarding the bus into the joint and out of the joint. It's a difference when it's hard to get touched like that. It's not hard to get touched when you've got 4 security. It's a difference. And Drake doing the laughs and whatnot and liking the video and shit. Have a blast. But yeah, acting like you had something to do with that shit, that's a dangerous game to play too.
Worst part. That's the worst part.
Game to play as well.
Drake be outside in America. And
yeah.
Like I said with the fan shit, all it takes is one dumbass, crazy ass fan. Oh, Drake gonna be in Vegas this day? Oh, that's a 3-4 hour drive, 2 hour drive from LA.
We not
going in. We just gonna wait and bum rush that shit.
What the motherfuckers just do to Gunner, dog?
Come on.
That's crazy.
If it was a super fan out motherfucker, they would have stole him.
Yeah. You on the red carpet at an event and shit, motherfuckers walking out. What's up, Gunner? You fucking rat. You rat ass boy. That's on some shit motherfuckers don't really even know what's going on with. Motherfuckers don't even know if he's in the right or wrong yet.
Right.
So these motherfuckers crazy.
Man, that shit could get very tricky. And I think Boosie said it y'all champion this shit, blah blah. But when somebody get hurt, then what? And everybody gonna be like, damn, it ain't have to go that far. But to me, it's situations like the Ross and Canada shit where it's like, all right, bro, you gonna have a tough time in Miami. Good luck going to Carbone in Miami, bro.
Yeah,
Good luck partying at Live. Live
yeah.
is damn near a one way in, one way out situation at the Fountain.
It is. Yeah.
Good luck.
I'm sure they got some secret back door in that bitch, but it's not that big of a venue.
Some basement exit or some shit.
Yeah, it's not that big of a venue.
If they do, Ross know where that shit at. Every rapper know where that shit at because they all probably done been through the shit. So it's just a situation that probably didn't have to go there, but it's looking like it's probably about to go there. And let's hope the guys that make the music is moving the right way when they get in these situations.
Yeah, good luck to everybody involved.
Yeah. I mean, we could stay music. Did you watch the BET Awards?
No, I didn't. Dog. No, fuck, I didn't.
I told you.
No, bro, I didn't watch the BET.
It was one of the most underwhelming.
2024, I did not watch the BET Awards. No.
Hey, I mean, I feel like we got some good artists to put on display, but I don't know what this year was about. But it seemed like a damn. No shout out to women, but it was all about women. I think the only male performers was fucking Shabuzi, Jaquan. They did their.
I did see that little mix-up. That was cool.
Will Smith performed, which was. I don't know why Will Smith is on this whole redemption tour. Like, I gotta make these kind of songs to appeal to the people I upset. Fuck all that shit, dog. You Will Smith. You slap somebody for talking about your wife, bro.
Have a blast.
If anybody understand, the people watching the BET Awards understand why the fuck you smacked the dude talking about
Stephen A's mad at you, not everybody else.
Yeah, that's Stephen A. Stephen A. be on some other shit. We'll get to him later too. But yeah, only dudes that performed was them three. I think Childish Gambino. They did a Usher tribute. All women performed. Childish opened it up.
I think Sexy Red had a performance, right?
Sexy Red had a performance. Ice Spice had a performance. Lotto had a performance. Glorilla had a performance. Meg, I think she had a performance. Victoria Monet killed her performance. A lot of ass, but I'm like, yo, where the fuck is the rappers? Like, we not rap ain't male rap ain't a thing no more.
Will Smith, bro.
And then it got me thinking, like, damn, do we have any A-list rappers or coming up A-list rappers that'll do that shit? Because it's like we got Drake, Cole, Kendrick. Then you obviously got the tier below them. I'll say the tier below them ain't really putting no new music out as far as
I don't really know what the tier below them is anymore. I guess the tier below them is like Baby 21.
I'll say even under that tier is them. But yeah, they didn't put nothing out, so they ain't got shit to perform. It was very underwhelming. But I say all that to say, if you've watched the BET Awards or if you don't know, somewhere during the show they do a memoriam or whatever, and then they put the picture up of everybody that passes away that's from that culture, and OJ was one of the pictures, and Stephen A. basically took the ultimate offense to it as far as saying, why are y'all championing this? This isn't a good representation of Black culture. All the media outlets is talking about it. It's not a good look, blah, blah, blah. Again, this is where Stephen A. gets annoying, bro. They found the dude innocent. Whether he did it or not, we'll never fucking know. Why do you care so much about what these other people think? And why do you feel the need to speak on it every time somebody got something to say about Black culture? Because somebody pointed out, I can't remember where I heard it, whether it was Twitter or a podcast, but it was like, you was defending Jerry Jones hard as shit for being in that desegregation picture. Yeah. Hard as shit. But when it comes to Kyrie, you said something else before that, the OJ shit, and it was something else that he was bugging the fuck out on. Why is this shit a big deal, bro?
Fuck Stephen A.
Stephen A. I don't, and it's crazy because I used to like him, but
I think he's a cool enough guy, and I respect what he's did. I mean, you go from even Skip, like they went from a sports talk debate show into like megastars.
Yeah.
And they're paid like it. So that's dope. I'm sure there's some hypocrisy there. I don't have the time or the effort to look it up, but I guarantee there's some domestic disputes or domestic convictions that he's debated with or had co-hosts or guests on the fucking show. So I don't know what the fuck. Look, the OJ shit is, did he kill his wife? Probably. Do we know? He wrote the book that was freaky. Did he get convicted? No. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Only thing he got convicted of was strong arming a motherfucker that was selling memorabilia. I ain't mad at that shit.
Right. Give me my shit back, dog.
Yeah, give me my shit back. You ain't paid up like you said you was gonna do. Run that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, did he kill it? If he killed his wife, fuck him. But I don't know.
Right.
He probably did. He didn't get convicted. You either believe in the justice system or you don't. I don't, but it is what it is.
Right.
Have a blast. Speaking of killers, Adam 22 is doing some freaky shit where he's interviewing the juvenile that got out that killed Pop Smoke. And then I'm seeing little highlights and shit because I didn't watch it. I'm not going to watch it. It's weird. I don't know what the fuck they could possibly have to talk to. If I want to talk to some 16-year-olds that kill people, I'll go up the street. You know, like it's just, it's not, what the fuck are we doing? These motherfuckers killed a fella and then pawned off his Rolex for like $2,000. They 4 people got fucking heavy sentences for $2,000. Losers. You fucking losers. That's what you are. You don't need an interview. You need to die. That shit is weird. Kill those motherfuckers. Adam 22, this is why you get a bad rap, bro. This is why you get a bad rap, yo. Because what the fuck are you doing, dog? And then you asking questions like, oh, or are you scared to get back? Why? What are we trying to get out of this shit, dog? What are we trying to get out of this?
I think that's the fucked up part is content has taken over people's brain or content has taken over people's morals. Like, fuck morals. Let's get these views. Let's get these clicks. If they talking negative, this is the whole shit where they say all press is good press. This ain't good press, dog. Yeah, you got people talking, but we life would keep being all right if you didn't interview a killer of a whole new movement of music. Yeah, like I couldn't imagine, like, okay, do we want to hear the interview from Nipsey's killer? No. Do we want to hear the interview from Pac's killer? No. Do we want to hear the interview from Biggie's killer? No. Like, they took somebody that people revered, loved. The motherfucker had a family. He was a child of somebody. He was somebody's son, somebody's relative, somebody's friend. It's like, what are we doing, dog? Since when did we do? When did we do this? When did we start interviewing the killers? Leave that shit for ABC and all that shit. If they want to do that shit
for the true crime podcast,
leave that shit for them.
You're not even interviewing interesting killers. These motherfuckers is just little dumbass kids that did some dumbass shit.
And it's really some technicality they got out. It ain't no information. You being nosy. There's no real information being gained from this.
You try and send a reaction out of the community, and that's all you try and do, and it's not worth it. But.
And even back to the Drake shit, bro, you putting a target on your back. Why are you talking to these people? Now I know you got his number. Now I know you could find out where this dude at. All right, I'm gonna press you about it. Why are we doing? Why put yourself in a situation to where you interviewing a killer? What are we doing?
Weird. Yeah, shit is weird.
And this is where I think he has no repercussions. And I mean, only time will tell if anything ever happened to Adam, but doing shit like that, it ain't gonna be too pretty, man.
Yeah, that shit is dumb. That shit is dumb.
What else we got?
You had a laundry list. I just forgot because we went fucking 45 minutes.
They not like us video drop. We could stay music. Did you watch the video?
Yeah, it was good.
Good video.
I liked his wife in it and his kids.
Yeah.
I like shit like that. That shit was dope.
Snippet at the beginning sounded amazing. Can't wait for that shit to drop. Loved all the cameos from DeMar DeRozan, like you said, to his wife and kids.
I I like the wife and kid shit because everything in the public they put out, it looks like she's very like not into social media, doesn't show much personality, is very to herself.
She showed all the personality.
Yeah, hitting the little heel toes and shit or whatever the fuck dance they doing with the kids running around geeking and shit. That's fun. I like that.
And it was the perfect part of the song. The family matter, but the truth of the matter is it was God playing to show y'all the liar. And then they just start dancing.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
You're the fucking liar. We're right here. We're fine. She got a big ass rock on her finger. Calm your fucking neck. She's right here, dog. Freak. And not even that he had to show her because nobody was really pressed to see it. But the Drake stands on Twitter they still bugging the fuck out. Like, I know we used to be fanned out as kids, like with 50 and shit. But it be grown ass men where I'm like, dog, y'all care this much? I don't think I put one tweet out about the fucking beef because it's like we all seeing it, we all hearing it, we talking about it among people that we see on a daily basis or a weekly basis. Like, you ain't got nobody else to express this shit to.
We didn't really have the access to information as kids. It is grown men doing this shit, which is odd to me. But as kids, like, motherfuckers would definitely have fun debating who was winning the rap beefs and shit. But we wasn't this fanned out, dog. This damn near a month or two old. Y'all still going, it's gonna die out. Now he has to drop an album and it better be great or he's done. It's like, dog, y'all guy lost. We all like Drake. Nobody, not once did anybody say they not listening to boy no more. Yeah.
Unless he put out bullshit. But other than that,
I don't care. If J. Cole puts out a good song, I'm listening. Drake puts out a good album, I'm listening.
This shit is crazy. And yeah, they taking it to the fifth power, but
yeah, it's a good video. The video's fire, the song's fire.
Great video. And
the Family Matters song was cool and whatnot too. Good music came out of it. Motherfuckers ain't mad about it.
Bronny's
there we go.
Debut.
There we go. I watched it. I watched the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I was out, man. Tell me your review.
He looked out of place, nervous. He didn't look like he should be there. And neither did Connect, who's 24. So some people have first games and they're a little shitty, and that's what it looked like. Like it looked like when you watch motherfuckers play basketball, you play the little hoops, it looked like he was thinking too hard.
Yeah.
It looked like he was trying to force it, like he wanted to get some shit off. Like he wasn't playing in flow, but he was making sure he got shots off because he didn't want people to think he was scared. It was everything looked forced to him. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think he'll be fine. I don't know if he's going to be a great player. I don't know if he's going to be a good player. I'm sure he'll get a couple seasons in the league at least.
My thing is people underestimate the confidence from playing with good players. He's out there with people that he's probably going to play with one of them next season. But maybe two. Majority of the guys he's playing with aren't going to be on his team. None of those guys are going to put a second round pick in the best position to make plays. Nobody ever said Bronny was a top flight scorer, so nobody's expecting anything from him. This guy is about to be playing with one of the greatest basketball players to ever play and one of the greatest big men to ever play. And granted, he probably won't play till the end of games, but best believe that his fucking dad, if they're on the floor at the same time, he's going to put him in a position to win. LeBron James made Damon Jones look like a scorer. He made Mo Williams look like a scorer. Mo Williams can get fucking buckets, so I don't want to put a slight on him. Delonte West had him getting buckets.
Boobie Gibson.
Sasha Pavlovich. Look at the guys were like. This guy is about to play with him. Like when people say him, no, him. He's about to play with him. He's going to be in a position to get 6, 7, 8 points a game.
To your point, the intriguing stuff about Bronny is his athletic ability on defense, his wingspan, his jump shot, and his pass first play style. Mm-hmm. The Summer League similar to the G League to where they're all trying to showcase their scoring. So the play style doesn't fit.
It doesn't. It's like
now I will say like the shots he was taking and shit, they were good looks. So like if that starts falling, we're having a different conversation. But to me, he looked nervous. Connect just looked like he played bad. I mean, he was getting his looks. Well, we'll see. I'm sure Bronny will be fine. Who gives a fuck, though? The kid was drafted 55th. Nobody cares.
That's what I keep thinking. Like, bro,
Nobody cares.
since when are we talking more about the 55th pick than the number 1 pick?
Who
Nobody even know the number 1 pick name.
If the 55th pick is a bust, nobody gives a fuck. You can't even be a bust at 55th.
It's impossible, but he'll somehow be a bust because he's LeBron's son. Come on, man.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? Have a blast.
You got anything else?
Nah, I'm out, bud. You had the laundry list.
I guess we could go if this is the last thing. So I've been watching, I think I talked about at the top of the pod, Presume Innocent. And it got me thinking, because Apple's dropping the shows weekly. Are we fucked up? Because the binge watching fuck us up as far as content goes. Because we're impatient as shit now. Whether it's music, sports, TV, art in general. We very impatient and ready for the next thing. So I'm watching this show. Like I said, they're doing it every week. It's over. I'm like, damn, I wish they had more. But the conversation should be, damn, that was a good episode, because it was. I can't wait till next week. And that was a great episode. And I should be able to talk about that for a week. But our minds are trained to bear. It's like, nah, where's the fucking next episode? Where's the next season? If it's a different show, it's just like, yo, can we appreciate they just put an hour show together for us that was fucking amazing. Great writing, great screenplay, great acting. Bro, let's appreciate that. Did that shit fuck us up?
I remember how fun it was when Power was big.
Mm-hmm. Because you had to wait.
You wait, and then you talk to all your friends about the episode, and you see the little trailer for the next episode, and you're just like really pumped up about it. Like, yeah, I can't wait till this shit comes out next week. Yeah. Shit's dope. And then like I'm watching a show that's got critical acclaim, the Bear show, right? The chef show, Bear or the Bear. Is it? I don't fucking know. But I watched it all, the whole series in like 3 days.
Damn.
Like that was a good show, but I probably didn't watch it. You know, like I probably didn't watch it all, and then like I watched like, and I'm watching season 3, and then I'm just going back and clicking on random episodes and just watching them. And I'm like, oh, that was a really good episode. I didn't even notice that. Yeah. Oh shit, did I even see this one, or did I just let it play when I was asleep? Yeah. You know, like it's even like with The Boys. I'm like, wow, why aren't you dropping like 3 episodes at a time? Like, let me just watch this shit and take it in. But there's no real conversation around each episode anymore. It's about the whole season.
The whole season has to be consumed as a whole.
It's so quick. Like I'm listening to this podcast now. It's called Drowning Creek. It's about this kid that disappeared, right? Disappears after a bar. Somebody confesses to the murder. Then they find out he lied. He's been missing like 17 years, whatever it is. And I listened to the first 2 episodes. And then at the end of the second episode, it's like, we'll be dropping weekly. And I was mad. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I want to hear the whole fucking story. Like, I don't know. Our attention span is wild. We don't have patience anymore. So it is what it is.
I've been listening to Serial again. I'm back on the Serial.
Nice.
Wave. They got a man, why am I blanking? What's the place in Cuba where they took all the terrorists for 9/11? What the fuck? Was it Guantanamo Bay?
Guantanamo Bay, yeah.
Yeah, they doing a series on Guantanamo Bay right now about how fucked up it was.
It was waterboarding them motherfuckers. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, bro? That shit is nuts.
And I'm like, damn, I'm really, because I remember back when the Odd Nine shit was going on, it was weekly. So it was like, back then it wasn't everything just dropping at once. So it was like, I can't wait till next week, telling everybody about it, trying to get people to listen to podcasts way back then, but everybody wasn't jacking them at the time. Yeah, but now it's like, damn, can this shit hurry the fuck up? But it's more like, yo, these motherfuckers been doing this shit since probably, I think she said 2015, damn near 10 years documenting this shit. And I'm trying to rush them to put all this shit out at once. Like, nah, let's appreciate the fucking work these people put in to put this shit together for us to even listen to. So I think, I'm definitely getting to an age where it's like, I guess I need to start appreciating the art way more, because a lot of shit goes into this shit, man. Then just to watch all this shit in a day, talk about it for 2-3 conversations, and then it's just washed away. rather
I tell
than
you, dog, I
talk
started
about
doing the project and
something.
if that shit ain't done in 5 hours, I get frustrated as shit. It's like, yeah, what the and you think about it, like this shit should take like 4 or 5 days. What if we're like gotta relax?
Yeah.
Um yeah, that shit is salty though, because them podcasts and these TV shows, they take a year to make.
Yeah.
That motherfuckers binge through them in 2-3 days a
I
week.
mean, could you imagine putting all your time and effort into something for 2-3 years?
It's talked
You
about for
drop it all at once, and then, like you said, it's talked about for a week, and then it's like, all right, where's y'all next season? It's like,
that's how I can't even imagine the musicians now. These motherfuckers put out albums, and if they don't have a hit on it, it's like, all right, that was a great project. On to the next.
and then that's why I can appreciate a Kendrick, because he does drop every 3-4 years, and it's like, y'all gonna listen to my shit. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about.
Right.
Y'all gonna appreciate my shit, listen to my shit, and I'll drop when I'm ready. No microwave shit, man. Do away with the microwave shit. Make this shit normalize fucking great content again. Great art.
Make content great again.
Random thoughts.
Random thoughts.
Random thought. Last week, maybe a week before that, I'm training this young guy on my job. It's crazy that we've got to the age where we're giving younger people advice.
I hate doing that.
This guy is a younger dude, probably like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years out of high school. And he's saying, man, I'm feeling old, man. Like, I feel like I ain't doing enough. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm like passing my prime, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, bro, you got a whole fucking life. And right now, that's the last shit you should be worried about.
Yeah.
As far as like stressing about what the fuck is going good or what's going bad, because I feel like your 20s is for that, like to bump your head a couple times, like be all right with failing, be all right with succeeding. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Just learn from everything you're doing. And it kind of got me like, damn, like the next generation. And he was agreeing with me on a lot of shit, is especially with social media, because I'm like, man, just block social media the fuck out. Like, don't put too much stock into that shit. And he kind of got that point, because he was like, nah, I know people personally that I see on IG that look like they this, but they not that. So he kind of got that point, but I feel for the younger generation, man. They trying to live life as a 40-year-old when they haven't even lived their 20s yet. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a younger thing. I think that's like a regular.
What you mean a regular?
I think that's how it's always been.
I understand it at 30. Maybe you're like, all right, I need to get my shit in check.
There's a reason the highest.
22?
There's a reason the highest suicide rate's like 22, 23 to 29 amongst males.
And that reason being,
they feel like they haven't accomplished enough. There's no real purpose. There's no, like, that's always been the thing. That's always been the pressure that guys put on themselves, to where it's like, oh, I should be here. I should do this. The reality of it is, I'm trying to tell motherfuckers, like, yeah, the reality of it is, knock on wood, or maybe not knock on wood, because I don't give a fuck. But most people are going to live really long now. You know, and the advances of medication, like, you're gonna live a long life for the most part. If you're 22, you might be a quarter of the way through your life. Like, you still have a strong 60 years in you. You've only been alive for 22. You've only been functioning as an adult for fucking 4. This shit don't just happen. I think the best thing I got from one of my working was, because 2022, 23, 24, 25, I was always like constantly sad. Like, yeah, like, damn, I should be doing this. And one of my bosses, Jim, shout out to Jim, he had owned the company I was working at. And he was like, yeah, how you doing, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm cool, Jim. Like, I'm doing this. And he was like, all right, man. He was like, you having fun? I'm like, yeah. He was like, that shit ain't nothing compared to your 30s, bro. He said the 20s is struggle. The 30s is your fun time. He's like 30s, and he's like, I think he was like 44, 45 at the time. He's like, 40's been a fucking blast to me. It's like, so you think he was like, you're going to be broke all 20s, 30s, you're going to have money to spend and do whatever the fuck you want. Which is true to some people. Some people it's not. It's what it is. But, yeah, you can't rush this shit.
Now that was my main message. Like, bro, don't rush this shit. It is not no overnight shit. Get a lot of the fun shit, the fun dumb decisions out of the way. Not necessarily like doing stupid shit. Like
you will have just as much fun,
but just get you, especially in your early 20s, because the dude is young.
Old people be saying a lot of good shit, and I think about it. My dentist told me some shit when I was like 21 too. I was like, damn, yeah, is that facts? And he was asking me how college was, and I was like, yeah, college is dope, blah blah. Yeah, I can't wait to get a job, have some money and shit. He was like, buddy, I've had more fun being broke in school than I've had having an abundance of money. Don't rush that shit.
Man, that's
you're gonna have that. We had just as much fun. I don't want to say just as much. It's different kinds of fun, but we had just as much fun at our mom's house doing kickbacks and shit as we did when we go on trips and spend thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It's just different kinds of fun. And as you get older, you're not going to have the time for that kind of fun as well. So you just got to enjoy shit while you have it.
Yeah, and the one thing that he, and it was funny how he started it off. He was like, yo, man, how old are you, blah, blah. I told him my age. He like, so like, what would you tell a 22-year-old, like what to do? And I was like, bro, enjoy your fucking life, dog. enjoy this shit while you got the ability to fucking be somewhat careless. Like,
play as much sports as you can while you're not worried about getting hurt.
Don't have massive amount of bills. You don't have kids yet. You only got yourself to depend on. I was just like, bro, travel, have fun, and don't do shit that don't not do something because you feel like I don't even remember what I said.
Have as much fun as you can.
Like you can't do it.
Yeah.
At that age, you can do a lot of shit with very little.
Yeah. Have as much fun as you can without jeopardizing any of your long-term future goals.
Was that young? Fuck it. We could drive to Atlanta. 6 hours. We'll figure it out. At 32, bro, I'm not driving to fucking Atlanta, dog.
No, at that age, you have just as much fun on the road as you would at the place.
That's a fact.
At this age, my back would hurt so fucking bad every time we got there. That's the other shit too. It's when you're 22, 23, like also like you take for granted how easy it is to play sports. Like you start getting older, you get to 30, 32, 31. You know how hard it is to just on a whim play basketball? Motherfuckers don't be hooping. Motherfuckers don't be hooping, dog. It's mad hard to get 5-6 people to play.
Yeah,
shit is hard as shit. You're 22, 23, motherfucker, you get off work, send out a little text, you got 10 people ready to run. Yeah. And every day. It ain't shit. Yeah, those were the good days. Oh, what was my random thought? Oh, I don't know. I had a random thought earlier and now I lost track of it. Fuck it. I did see Cameron and Mace got in a little debate with the Shakur Stevenson guy because people were saying he was boring and he got pretty mad. And then he came out and said, essentially, he said, neither one of you are legends and you are just around legends. And that's why you're podcasting. You are really showing your age by saying that to either one of them.
That's crazy.
Mace had one of the most legendary, 3-4 year runs ever, dog. This motherfucker came out on fire. Mace was on fire so much that he was before us, and we were still listening to his shit.
That's a fact.
Motherfucker, I had Mace Double Up album, and I was listening to that shit in 6th grade on a CD player every fucking day. Mace was fire, dog. This motherfucker had a crazy run. Mace went on a nut-ass crazy run after Biggie died for Bad Boy. That shit was wild. And then
we don't even have to talk about Cam's run.
Yeah, Mace went on such a run. He came back 8 fucking times. He was excited every time. When he came back with Welcome Back, motherfuckers was happy about that shit. When he was supposed to join G-Unit, motherfuckers got excited as shit about that. It wouldn't even matter what he was doing. This motherfucker
comes on fucking Kanye album. We like, holy shit.
Holy shit.
Still rap.
This motherfucker dropped a Cam disc out of nowhere 17 fucking years later. That shit had tens of millions of views first couple of days. The motherfucker is a legend, dog. He created the whole fucking style of I'm going to talk to bitches. I'm going to be fly. I'm going to talk crazy on these joints. And I'm going to rap doing it.
One of the first rappers to bust down a watch.
Motherfuckers is still there. Motherfuckers is still talking about Cam's all pink fits.
Come
This
on, yo.
motherfucker made a pink cool for a country of goons. This is when we was as tough as shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was wearing army
Motherfucker
fatigues.
wearing 3X baggy pink tees.
I had pink Chucks and a pink Dickie set in 6th grade going nuts. You know how many fucking compliments I got off that shit? Pink was fire. Motherfuckers was going crazy. This motherfucker came in a whole Dipset. Hey, Ma, what are we talking about? He's not a legend.
Boy.
Are you crazy? The Killer Cam? What the fuck is you talking about?
Opal Hayes album was crazy. Welcome
Rico
home.
from Paid in Full? Are you fucking silly? Yeah. This motherfucker's not a legend?
This dude talking out his ass.
Come on, man. Are you
talking
crazy?
Out his ass.
You're from New Jersey. You should know that, Shakur. What are we talking about?
Definitely should know all that.
Cam's a fucking Dipset's a whole legend. The Rock was nuts, and Cam was at the top of that shit with Jay. Top of that shit. The fuck is he talking about? Motherfuckers is crazy.
Too young, man. That's the other shit with the young people. They just be talking about their ass.
Cam Mace is such legends that they can start a sports talk podcast 30 years after they stop rapping, and that should be the #1 joint.
After they stop being friends.
The fuck is we talking about?
Come on, yo.
Cam and Mace ain't legends. That's silly. Random thoughts. Stop being so fucking stupid.
Yeah, they fucking solidified legends.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, views from a chair.
Till next time.